In 1939, America was a struggling country, still wounded from the Great Depression. By 1945, it was the most powerful nation on Earth. What happened in just 6 years that flipped the world upside down? Before the war, America was isolated. After the trauma of World War I and the crushing Great Depression, most Americans wanted nothing to do with European wars. The U.S. had military power, yes, but it wasn't a global empire, not yet. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, Europe was on fire. Hitler was rising. Britain was preparing for another brutal war. Japan was expanding in Asia. The world was falling into chaos, and the U.S. was watching from a distance. At first. Then came Pearl Harbor, December 7, 1941, a day that shattered America's isolation overnight. In one attack, over 2,400 Americans died. The sleeping giant was awake. War was no longer an option. It was destiny. With war declared, the U.S. went into overdrive. Factories roared to life. Millions of men enlisted. Women joined the workforce in numbers never seen before. America wasn't just joining the war. It was becoming a machine. In just a few short years, the U.S. produced more tanks, planes, and ships than any other country. This wasn't just about survival, it was domination through industry. The U.S. became the arsenal of democracy. But this war wasn't fought alone. America allied with Britain and the Soviet Union. The U.S. sent food, weapons, and oil across oceans. The world saw America not just as a helper, but a leader. American troops landed in North Africa, then Italy, then stormed the beaches of Normandy. They didn't just fight, they liberated. From France to the Philippines, the U.S. military planted its flag in enemy territory. Meanwhile, the U.S. was fighting a second brutal war in the Pacific. Island by island, they battled Japan with unmatched determination. Each victory was a stepping stone to something unthinkable. Then came the secret weapon, the Manhattan Project. In total silence, America had developed the most terrifying weapon the world had ever seen, the atomic bomb. In August 1945, the U.S. dropped 2 bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Japan surrendered. The war was over. But something deeper had happened. America had revealed itself as the most powerful country on Earth. By the time the dust settled, the British Empire was in debt and decline. Europe was in ruins. The Soviet Union had bloodied hands. But the U.S.? Its homeland was untouched. Its economy was booming. Its military was unmatched. America took control of global finance through the Bretton Woods system, created the United Nations, and rebuilt Europe with the Marshall Plan. From politics to money to military might, the U.S. was now the global referee. The Cold War began immediately after. The U.S. would now stand against communism, police the seas, control the skies. Bases were built across the globe. Hollywood spread American culture everywhere. The superpower era had begun. But none of this would have happened without World War II. That war didn't just end fascism, it created the American Empire, a country that no longer sat on the sidelines but controlled the game. So, the next time you hear someone say America became great because of its freedom or economy, remember this: it was war. One brutal war that forged a superpower from fire and steel.